Hello, and welcome to the first edition of PAS News. I am Joshua Molosnik.
And I'm Jada DeCiccio.
This week, we will be bringing you stories about our middle school enrichment classes here at Penn Alexander.
Each middle school student gets to choose an enrichment class like robotics, volleyball, art, coding, or choir. In today's show, we'll be sharing some of the highlights from the first few weeks of enrichment classes.
Let's take a look at some of the enrichment classes. First up is robotics with Miss Kearney.
We study problems and try to make our own ways to fix them. So this year we're doing like a space project, and for our team we're planning on doing a way to fix, so there's no laundries in space. So we're trying to figure out a way to wash clothes in space.
Robotics was started by Michelle Gilbert 6 years ago, and there were 10 eighth graders on the team. When I came to Penn Alexander 5 years ago, I inherited the team, and last year I started a second team. So now Penn Alexander has two teams.
There is a competition and sometime in the future, December, there you go. And we have three categories: the project, which is like the thing we're studying about space, the robot board, which is it's a competition. We try and complete missions on a board with like stuff on it. It's Legos, it's cool. And then we have like core values, which is like FLL things.
Such a great community to be in, and everyone has the same ideas and is very supportive of each other. Of course, I want to go back to Worlds and have that experience again and have the new people on our team experience that. But at least I want to get to the championship event at Houston Hall. I think we have a good idea that really is unique and different, and I think we can do this.
Okay. That was a great feature on our PAS robotics team. Our next enrichment class is art with Mr. Durant.
I think Miss Durant teaches very, very well, and art is something which really interests me.
We've been practicing still life, which is like copying something. Like, say, I'd be drawing this little pencil case, and right now we're in the middle of coloring stuff in. But in the past years, it's been super fun, and this year it's still super fun.
My favorite part of our elective is just experiencing new techniques in art, and just like shading, such as what I'm doing right now.
I like art overall, and I mean, this has kind of been a turning point because I haven't really been, I didn't really like art before this, but I mean, this was amazing.
Our next feature is coding with Mr. DeMattis. In this enrichment class, students learn to create games and animations using Scratch. In their next project, they will begin to create code for robots like this one here.
I did a research project this summer that worked with robotics and coding, and I thought it would be a very interesting thing to bring back to my students and a meaningful thing to bring back to them. Also, I realized that advances in technology and getting technology in the hands of the students is crucial because it's an important part of the future. They're using a very basic program called Scratch, but what I was working with was called Python, which was very, very complicated. So if they can learn Scratch, eventually they'll understand the way coding works and they'll be able to do something more complicated like Python.
Yeah, it's fun because I pretty much get to do whatever I want, and I could, if I need to, I could put in warnings for seizures after I'm done. Oh, I'm making a polar bear dance to the Flash theme while, like I said, having some crazy, trippy background.
The craziest idea you have for coding?
To make a music video. Something where everyone can dance to and just to go crazy.
That brings us to the end of the first episode of PAS News. We hope you enjoyed learning all about middle school enrichment classes.
We look forward to bringing you more great stories about what is happening at Penn Alexander School throughout the year. I am Jada DeCiccio.
And I am Joshua Molosnik.
Thanks for watching.